Hey guys, it's Aaron and Tracy here with Travel or Bust.
Hi.
And today I want to talk to you about the cruise that we just got off of. It's the Carnival Liberty, 3-night cruise. And it had a port day there in Nassau with one sea day, and then obviously back to Port Canaveral.
Port Canaveral, yeah.
Yeah.
But before we get started, I would love to ask you to please subscribe. We really need your help, and we would appreciate your subscription. And it's easy and it's free.
Yeah. So with that said, we'll get started into the review. So we drove to Port Canaveral. It was about 2.5 hours, maybe.
Was it that far long?
Maybe not quite that far.
We left early, so there would be no traffic.
Yeah, yeah, we got there pretty early. But it was great. Great drive, great scenery, and we loved pulling up to see the ships that were in Port Canaveral. That was fun.
That was a lot of fun. We get so excited when we come over the bridge and it's like, who's there, who's there? I think the Disney Dream was there as well.
I believe you're right.
Yeah, and
Disney
then
Dream.
It was ours.
Yeah, maybe one day I'll put with that one. But yeah, it was fun. We went straight to Terminal 3, which I knew that was the terminal because I actually read somebody else's vlog about that. So that helped. And then once you pull in, I guess there's like these digital readout signs that tell you
Yes.
the ship is at this terminal and so on. So yeah, it was really simple.
In the parking garage.
Yeah, they actually had cones, I think, that just made easy to follow. And
then you go and you drop off, you like pull in and then you drop off your luggage, which was really cool. And then the guy was there.
The porters.
The porter, he was there. And then we got back in our car and then we drove up and around and then we paid for the 3 days right there and then. So it was actually really convenient and easy.
So yeah, it was like $67, I think, for 3 nights.
I thought it was 85.
Was it? I don't remember.
I don't remember, but it was not more than $100.
It was so worth. It was so worth it.
It was super easy, very friendly. Yeah.
Yeah, and then we tried to find a spot on the 3rd floor because the 3rd floor of the garage, it has this easy walkway right into the terminal. So I don't think we found one real close, but still.
But we walked. It was
we
no
walked.
big
It
deal.
was fine. Yeah, and so we got up to the entryway there, and they asked us our time. We had to show them our boarding pass.
Show them the boarding pass. Put on masks. You have to wear masks inside.
Yes, they definitely were.
Yeah.
Wear the masks. And we got right in, and we were just.
It was a very easy process for embarkation. The really cool thing that they just started on the Liberty was Verify. And it's an app that you put on your phone and you put all of your information about your vaccine status. You put in a picture of yourself. You put in your negative COVID test and if you have any symptoms. And then it turns you green. And when you get up, you show them your passport and you show them your Verify. That's all you had to do. You didn't have to, pull out your card and all that other stuff. It was super easy peasy.
Yeah,
I thought.
And then we went past that, and then they were asked. They had people waiting to
board.
And we were in Group C, I think it was.
C, and they were barely starting on Group A, so they must have been a little bit delayed, but that's okay. I mean. It is what it is.
Yeah, and it seemed to me that they were calling like these group numbers like maybe every 2-3 minutes.
Yeah.
It was fast.
It was really
and
fast.
Like A1, A2, and on through like A7, and then they started with the Bs, and then it was really fast. And then we called our number and got on, and then of course it was like kind of chaos a little bit when we got into the atrium. It was people everywhere. They were drinking, and
but it was so pretty. I have to say, this ship was gorgeous.
Yeah, it was almost like an artwork stood out in the background.
Well, for me, it was the filigree. Like they had filigree, like the little loop-de-loos everywhere, and it was like wrought iron, but it was everywhere. It was so pretty.
And the lighting, I thought, was really cool.
Yeah, it was one of my favorite ships, and we've been on. This was my 11th. And I think we've done a couple of the same ships, but pretty much every time it's been a different ship. And our first time on the Liberty, it was beautiful. I don't know. It's one of my favorite ships because of the decor. It was gorgeous.
Yeah, it was a really pretty ship. So once we got past that, we went straight to the muster drill, and then
we did, didn't we?
Yeah, we got that out of the way.
And the way they did it was a little bit different. We went when it was major COVID times when they just started, and it was all electronic. This time you had to go to your station, but I don't know, before you would have to everybody go all at once and stand in the big line for like 20 minutes and then they go through it. This wasn't that. This you go up as you got in and you go to your muster station. They check you in. They do like maybe 10 people at a time. They put on the little life jacket and show you how to work it, and then they check you in and away you go. So actually I liked it. It was easy. I liked that we could go at our own time to see where it was at without standing with all those people and being squished.
It's super easy.
Yeah, so that was really cool. And then my friend over here is platinum, so we got to go right to our room.
Oh yeah, our room was ready. So we
I'll be platinum next cruise, by the way, but he did a few more before me.
So we went right to our cabin. So we'll talk about that. So our embarkation was great. It was
painless.
super easy for us.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was super easy. So so we went to our cabin, and I actually have a video out for that. If you haven't seen it yet, just go back and you'll check that out. It shows you the complete room and everything. But as far as the cabin as a whole, it was great. You had a great view, and we loved it. It was
clean. It was tidy.
Oh yeah. And then after doing the video and stuff, I went ahead and asked for ice. And I asked for the ice.
What was his name? Goody?
Oh, yeah, our room steward. His name is Goody.
Goody.
It's spelled like Getty, like Gede.
Yeah.
But he said, no, it's Goody.
It's Goody. I loved his name. Goody. Oh, Goody, here comes Goody. He was so nice.
But yeah, I mean, but first though, I remember getting ice from room service. And then they gave me a big bucket of ice.
Like a big bucket, like what you would have beers in.
Yeah, like when you get bucket of beers, that's
they brought that
had
much
it in.
ice.
So, and Goody saw that, and then he was like, "Okay, yeah, I'll bring that to you every day when you're gone." So sure enough,
plus he filled up the silver thingy.
Yeah, and he brought that too. It's like
we had plenty of ice.
Plenty of ice. It's funny. I mean, yeah. So he was on the ball all the time. He was great. So yeah.
One thing I do want to say also about the room is that the bed was really comfortable. I don't say that about everyone. That usually I have to ask for like an egg crate or something like that.
A topper on
yeah, so. But this one was really, really comfy, and I'm thinking it's because it was an older ship and it was broken in. I don't know, but it was probably one of the more comfortable beds I've been on.
Yeah.
So that was good.
It was good. So obviously, the service on this ship was awesome. But Getty was like the highlight of it, I think.
Well, I think Getty and the Alchemy Bar bartenders.
Yes.
Alex.
Yeah.
No. Was his name Alex or Jacob?
I don't remember.
I think it was Jacob.
So yeah, the service
I
on this
think they were Alex and the other one was Jacob. I think.
But they're both really good. But the one, he got to know us, and pretty much he would ask us, like, as far as a drink with the Alchemy Bar is concerned, for a drink, we'd say, like, for me, I would say something with bourbon and whatever you want. So like one day I said bourbon and bartender's choice. So sure enough, I think it was like a version of an old fashioned.
It was. And one time I asked him, I said, I like whiskey, but girly style. And so he made me the best drink. It had fruit in it, and it was like, oh my goodness, it was amazing. It was probably one of the best drinks I've had. But I always teased him after that. Yeah, I want a girl style.
But staff as a whole on this ship they're super nice, super friendly, super helpful with everything. It was
the dining room was great.
Yeah. It was. Yeah, they were just.
Yeah.
I can't say enough good things about it. The staff was great.
It was.
So with that, we'll get into the food. So for the most part, the food was pretty good.
Well, we went to the steakhouse the first night, and I do have to say we always like to try the steakhouse.
Yeah.
And this is probably one of the better steakhouses we've had. It was, oh my gosh, I don't know why it was so good. Maybe it was because I had been missing it, but it was amazing. That was probably one of the best steaks I've
And
had.
if you haven't seen, we have a video on that. If you haven't seen it, go back and check that out.
Yeah.
It tells you all about our experience. But yeah, it was really good.
It was good. And then we ate in the dining room.
We ate in the dining room. We did it for the brunch, the C-Day brunch.
Yes.
And then what, two times for the
dinner.
evening. It was good, but it was just the main dining room, for one, didn't have very many options, I felt. It was like the same thing both nights, I felt.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause I ended up having, I think, salmon both nights. It
Right.
was just, because I wanted seafood, but
Do you think it was because it was only a 3-day cruise that they kind of made a limited menu there? Because we've never done a 3-dayer. We've always done like a 5,
that's true.
8, 9 days.
So that could be the norm for a 3-night.
So maybe, we don't
I don't
know.
know.
But the food I didn't think was that great.
Yeah, I mean, it was just,
Mediocre.
yeah.
I mean, it was edible. It wasn't like not edible, but
No, it
it
was good.
wasn't the best I've ever had. There's been other ships that's been better. But let's talk about the buffet.
So yeah, I tried the buffet. I was actually going to try to do a video on the buffet, but it didn't work out. The video wasn't very good, but I did try it. I ended up trying, I think it was a pork. It was kind of like a schnitzel kind of thing, but it was flat.
Mm-hmm.
It was fried. And then I tried some mashed potatoes that were mashed potatoes, cheddar, and jalapeno. I'd never had that before, and was like, oh, I gotta try it.
Yeah.
And it was delicious. The
Yeah.
buffet was
It was good. I had carved turkey. Oh my gosh. It was so tender and so flavorful. And then their salad bar, I had that pretty much every day. It was so fresh. I was actually normally, I don't like the buffet because I usually think the food is kind of but actually this food at the buffet I thought was better than the dining room.
Yeah,
in my
I would have
opinion.
to agree. It was self-serve.
It was.
I know other cruise lines are still not doing that yet. Like I know Royal isn't quite doing that yet. They've tried it, but they went back to cruise serving you. This was self-serve. And the funny thing is, even though it was really appetizing and it tasted great, looking at it, it didn't look too appetizing because I think people would go in there and like stir it around and stuff. So it looked kind of,
I didn't mind when they served. For me, I didn't mind.
yeah.
Because I don't want a lot anyways, and I like to your point that people didn't mess with it because that's kind of gross, right? And they pick off what
I know,
they
that's
want.
what it just made it,
Yeah.
yeah. That's why I wish I would have made a video because it could have shown you that. But,
Yeah.
but anyway, it still tasted great.
Right.
And then
What else did we eat? Huh?
and you went for the chocolate
Oh,
extravaganza.
the chocolate extravaganza.
Yeah.
That was super good. And normally, again, it's not as great as I want it to be. And I don't know if it was so good because I was just so excited or if it was good because it was just good. But it was really good. Like everything. The cake was moist. Usually it's dry. It had lots of chocolate flavor to it. I had cake. What else did I have? A mousse. We had some cookies.
Yeah, you got some cookies.
Oh, I know what I had. I had that German chocolate cake. That was amazing. It was
Yeah, it was
so
pretty good. That was good.
Yeah.
I remember trying that.
I made you have a bite.
Yeah. I don't usually eat cakes.
I twisted his arm to try the German chocolate cake.
I like coconut.
What else did we eat? Oh, we went to Guys.
Yeah. Guys is guys. You know,
Guys is
I
guys.
feel like it never changes. I feel like we had something else too. I don't
Pizza?
remember. We tried pizza. Oh, we did the deli.
We did yeah. So, we've discovered that on the newer ships, because we were on the Mardi Gras a couple months, August, gosh, a couple months ago, no. So we were on the Mardi Gras, and then some of the other newer ships, their deli, they have the pre-made paninis, and so they're cold, and then they're already pre-made, and then they stick them in the panini thing, and then you really can't alter them too much. The old delis on the older ships, like the Liberty, they make it right there in front of you. That's my favorite, so I was super excited because I could say, oh, lettuce or mayonnaise or whatever it is that you like, and they'll make it right there for you like a regular deli. So I was happy with that because they had, I call it the old-fashioned deli,
Yeah.
instead of the newer panini kind.
Right. But still, it's still pretty good.
Oh yeah, super good.
And the pizza.
And fries, and then what else they had, like the truffle mayonnaise and
Yeah. Oh yeah.
with
The
the fries, all the good stuff that they still have in the little chocolate cookies.
And what I mean by guys is guys. Going back to that.
Oh,
I mean,
sorry.
we love guys. That's what we meant by that. Guys is guys. I don't think we've had a bad experience with Guy's Burgers. So
No.
that's what we meant by that. But yeah, I think that's it for the food. It's all I can remember. Oh, we had blue iguana breakfast.
Oh yes.
Blue iguana cantina breakfast. The huevos rancheros. That was really good.
Sorry, this is Paisley. She wants to join us.
The cats. But yeah, we tried the breakfast, and it was the Blue Iguana cantina breakfast was really good.
It was good.
I love the
We had the huevos rancheros.
cattail.
Paisley.
Yeah, it was super good. I think it's one of my favorite breakfasts.
It is.
actually.
It's really good. The
It's
huevos
really
rancheros is very good.
Yeah.
I agree. I think that was when we went into Nassau.
That was the morning of
Yeah.
Nassau. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
Still.
perfect. So yeah, so that's the food. So I mean, it was pretty good. I mean, we were a little.
I thought everything was really, really good except for the main dining room, honestly. I mean, even the C-Day brunch was Like, for example, the bread at night, how they give you bread. When we were in, and I know it's completely different and they make it different, but when we were in the steakhouse, that bread was fresh, it was soft, It was to die for. But then the bread in the main dining room seemed like they'd had it there last week, because it was not, it just was hard and dry and just So I don't know if it's, again, it was a 3-day cruise, so I know that they pack it differently, but
And then one other thing that just came to mind with the C-Day brunch, I got the steak and eggs, and I asked for, funny thing is, I asked for the steak to be medium,
oh yeah.
and then the eggs to be over easy. They brought it out, and the steak was very well done,
Yes, it was.
and the eggs were over hard. I just thought that was
I think they brought
complete.
the wrong one.
Yeah, they must have brought the wrong one.
Yeah.
So obviously they took it back, and
Super fast too.
it was pretty fast.
Yeah.
And the steak was much more medium than it was well done, and the eggs
Yeah.
weren't quite. They were still a little bit harder than I wanted, but yeah, it was much better. So they did correct that.
And
so,
it wasn't cold.
It wasn't cold.
Sometimes the food is cold too when it comes in the main dining room.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that's it for the food. It was pretty good for the most part. So as far as activities, entertainment, stuff like that, they had that. We didn't really do a lot of the activities. I know there was bingo because I heard it.
There was bingo.
'Cause I heard
We
over
did
the
go
head.
to Love and Marriage Show, which was hilarious. If you've never been, you
It's
have
on,
to
yeah,
go.
It's on one
It
of
is-
the vlogs. If you haven't seen
Oh my gosh,
one of
makes
my
me
vlogs,
laugh.
yeah.
it's so funny.
So it's very funny, and
We did that. What else did we do? And then they had a band. It was called the Liberty House Band. The Liberty House Rocks or something like that. They were excellent. And they played, like one night they do 50s and 60s, one night they did 80s, one night they did like modern music. They were so good.
yeah, it was good. And then the last evening we watched I don't remember, although I can never remember the name of this. It's the America Rocks.
America Rocks with the playlist players or something.
Yeah.
I can't remember what their name is.
Yeah. We're loving the music that they were playing. It's just some of the singing and
Yeah.
it was not to our liking, I guess. We felt
Nice way to put it.
felt that some of the singers were a little screechy. I thought it was just
They were a lot screechy, not a little screechy,
yeah. It was like
in my opinion.
it was like
But the good thing is that the band singers went into that show, and so when they were singing the songs, they were great. And they also couldn't do the whole show because had really rocky seas, so they didn't get to do all their special effects or anything like that. So basically, it was just them coming out and singing a song, if you want to call it singing. And sorry, I'm very opinionated sometimes, but come out and sing the song, and that's really all it was just a bunch of songs that they were singing. So I mean, I understand you can't control the seas, right?
Yeah.
And it was like we were woo, it was
a little bit.
it was not as bad. I mean, things didn't fall off the table, but
Yeah, but they had the trivia, the bingo, and all that. We just didn't really
participate.
in that. We just ended up finding other things to do. But yeah, they had all that. So yeah, it was with the exception of the nighttime theater thing that we watched.
And they had the St. Jude's dance party. They had the sail away party, which was super fun. They did all the regular dances. But I'm going to learn the wobble so I can do it next time.
Oh, on the sail away, yeah.
On the sail away. What else? I think that was it.
Yeah.
They had the piano bar.
Piano bar. I think we went by that, and we didn't hang out there, but we heard
I mean, it was just a short weekend, and I had like a couple of crazy weeks at work, so I was really tired. I slept a lot, so I wasn't probably the most energetic. 10 o'clock, I'm like, yeah, you can stay.
But that's the funny thing. Before we knew it, it was time to debark. It was like, holy mackerel, it was like a quick
3 days goes by fast.
And as far as debarkation,
It was awesome.
it was awesome because with having that perk of being a platinum, they gave me a letter saying, hey, you can meet down the morning of in that lounge right next to the lobby area. And there was quite a few people there, but
There were. Well, I think it was platinum and elite. And diamond.
Diamond, yeah.
Yeah.
So
We were off by
obviously-
what, 7:30?
Oh, it's quicker than that.
Yeah.
Because I think they were going to call us off at 6:45. It's early.
It was early.
I think it was just a little after that, but
Yeah, we were right off.
We
And we were
got-
right
oh,
by
yeah.
it, too. We didn't have to trek down the road or anything.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so, when they did that face scan thing instead of the passports now.
That was easy.
But if you don't have passports, they're going to. I think it takes a little bit longer.
It does take longer.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they take the face scan when you board.
Yes.
And then, we forgot to tell you that. And then when you leave, they do another face scan.
Yeah.
And then it was really great because we had parked there. And so we just walked to our car and drove away.
So yeah, we were
it
up
was
in that.
awesome.
We were up in that third level. So instead of going down, we just went through the garage and went right in there. So it was nice. So yeah, super smooth. They made it really easy for you.
Yeah.
So overall, this cruise I think was awesome. I think we would probably end up doing it again if we wanted to. Or
I wish that this ship would be longer than 3 days because it's one of
yeah.
my favorite ships. I didn't necessarily care for the 3-day just because there was a lot of partying, and it's okay.
Yeah.
I don't care about the partying, and there was some other things too that was pretty smelly.
Yeah.
Kind of rhymes with skunk.
Yeah, that was. You could
Everywhere.
smell. You could.
In the
Just say
rooms.
it. You could smell pot through. Pretty much the whole time.
And people did smoke. Unfortunately, they weren't supposed to, but I saw a lot of vaping in places they shouldn't be vaping, like everywhere. So I didn't really necessarily care. I mean, whatever. But I'm just saying, for me, I like to go on a cruise to relax a little bit more. And I understand it was just a weekender and people like to party, which is great. Whatever. Maybe I was just tired. But I love that ship.
Yeah,
I loved it. It's
a
one of
great
my
ship.
top. It's in my top 3,
Yeah.
which is crazy. I mean, it's up there with Mardi Gras and Breeze.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's not.
I mean, I loved that ship.
Super nice ship. So yeah, that's our review on the Carnival Liberty. It was, like I said, it was great. Probably end up doing it again sometime, and we have other cruises in the works. Keep an eye out for that. Our next one is here actually in a couple weeks.
Yes. I'm excited.
Carnival Pride, 7
Yes.
days.
We've never been on the Pride.
Never been on Pride.
And it's in our hometown. So I'm super excited. Our friend is giving us a ride. When has that ever happened?
So yeah, that'll be good. Right out of Tampa Bay. So
Yes.
it'll be awesome. So we hope you found this informative. Let us know in the comments if you have any questions about it either. Otherwise, you guys,
Thank you.
Thanks for watching.
Thank you so much. We'll see you next time.
Yes.